This is the next video for Algebra 1 about parabolas and quadratic equations. This is just going to be a quick reminder, kind of recapping a bit of stuff that we've covered in the beginning of Chapter 9, combined with what the stuff we learned in Chapter 8. And it's about graphical parabolas and naming the different parts of them and just kind of visualizing it and seeing them and putting it all together. So first, just a reminder, what are the roots of a parabola? The roots are actually the x-intercepts, and this is the place where the parabola crosses the x-axis. So if you have a parabola and it looks like this, you might have a root right here and a root right here, or you could have 0 roots. Maybe the parabola is up here, or maybe the parabola is down here. These would have no roots because they never cross the x-axis, or maybe there's one root. Maybe the parabola just perfectly starts right here, like for example, y equals x squared. It has only one root because it only touches the axis one time. So the roots are where the parabola crosses the x-axis. The vertex, this is what I like to think of as the starting point of a parabola, although technically the parabola goes forever, so there is no defined starting point. But it's the bottom or top of the parabola, and it's along the axis of symmetry. So the vertex here would be right here, the vertex on this one would be right here, the vertex on this one would be right here, the vertex here would be right here. So it's the center of it when you're looking at symmetry side to side, and it's the highest or lowest point when you're looking at it as a parabola opening upward. It's the bottom point, and if it's a parabola opening downward, it's the top point. So that's called the vertex. And then the line of symmetry is a vertical line through the vertex. So this one would have a line of symmetry right here. This one would have a line of symmetry right here. Oh, I didn't draw that well, I apologize. The line of symmetry is probably more like over here. These both have a line of symmetry right here. So it's a vertical line, which means, remember, a vertical line has an equation x equals some number. So, like, this one might be x equals 0 if this was the origin. Over here, x equals 5, x equals 6. So x equals some number gives you the vertical line. And another important thing, this is really valuable in finding the roots and the vertex given different information. The vertex is always halfway between the roots. The x-coordinate, anyway. The y-coordinate could be different, but the x-coordinate is always halfway between the roots. So if you know the two roots are here and here, the vertex has to be halfway between them. And a lot of times when you solve the equations in the previous couple sections, you might get like x equals 3 plus or minus the square root of 7. Say that was your answer. Well, the 3 is halfway between the plus or minus root 7. So 3 might tell you over 3, that's your vertex, and then the plus root 7 is this way, and the minus root 7 is this way. And so if you had a parabola, I'm sorry, this is getting really messy. I'm going to go to the next page actually. Let's put a parabola on here. Say it starts here, 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 and then over 2, up 4. So if it hasn't been stretched or shrunk, our parabola could look something like this. Okay, so here's our line of symmetry, and this is at 3. So the two roots would be right here and right here, and our vertex is right here. So this is a root, and this is a root, just to help you visualize on a real parabola. This right here is the vertex. This right here is the line of symmetry. Okay, and then these two roots would be at the vertex is at 3, so x equals 3 plus or minus. So the plus is the amount you travel to get over here, and the minus is the amount you travel to get over here. In this case, it turns out they're plus or minus the square root of 2. But in general, it just depends on where the parabola is. So you've got your parabola, you've got your vertex, you've got your roots, you've got your line of symmetry. Eventually this thing is going to cross somewhere, wherever it is. You've got your y-intercept. So the parabola has a lot of different stuff going on, and whether you're looking at it in standard form, or you're looking at it in vertex form, or you're looking at it in factored form, they all tell you different things, right? The two roots are going to be given by factored form, the vertex is given by vertex form, and the y-intercept is given by standard form. And then the stretch factor is given by all the different forms. So they're all interrelated, but it's important to just be able to identify, looking at a parabola, the different parts of it, and if someone tells you, oh, these are the roots, in your head you immediately know that means these two places where it crosses the x-axis. The y-intercept obviously is where it crosses the y-axis, and the vertex is the bottom or top point that's along the line of symmetry. So just try to build an intuition for these different parts of a parabola.